Welcome back, guys, to the channel. I know it's been a few weeks, and welcome to our first major series of the channel, Fully Coolly February. And before we get underway, this video is to partially explain to you how this is going to work. Every weekend this month of February, both Saturday and Sunday, you will be getting an episode of our review of the hit 2000 Gynax series, Fully Coolly. Within them, we're going to give you in-depth breakdowns of everything from the plot, the animation, the music, as well as our overall thoughts. This has been a project we've been talking about for over a month now, and we really hope you guys like it. We've been putting a lot of work into it. With that being said, Saturdays and Sundays, you're going to get one episode Saturday, one episode Sunday. If anything somehow changes, we'll let you know. But you will get the whole series throughout this month, so stay tuned. You've got a lot of good content coming. Fully Coolly came out in the year 2000 and was produced by a combination of Gynax as well as Production IG and King's Records. From the mind that is Kazuya Tosamaki, a Gynax staple who ended up working on the entirety of the OVA series.
You have to understand that Fully Coolly could not have come at a better time for anime recognition in America. When Cartoon Network's late-night block, Adult Swim, started creating content geared to more older audiences, they had a lineup of anime that were generally not kid-friendly. Famous examples of these include Voltron, the first anime to air on the Toonami block, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, and Cowboy Bebop. Fully Coolly wouldn't actually air on American screens for another 2 years after it was originally produced, but these various titles paved the way for Fully Coolly to roll in the Toonami lineup, where it would get the attention of an entirely new audience getting into Japanese media. Another quality about this anime that really makes it memorable is the music, provided by a band that made its debut in the late 80s, The Pillows. Composed of lead vocalist Sawao Yamanaka, guitarist Yoshiaki Manabe, and drummer Shinichiro Sato. They'd been making music for years before the series was even in production, but the director liked their sound so much that he actually commissioned the band to create new material for the project, in addition to licensing the songs that had been on the band's albums in the previous years.
If you're interested in looking into Fully Coolly a little bit more before we start the series, I highly recommend you check out the Omnibus in particular that came out a few years back. It's got a lot of original imagery as well as some of the earlier designs and stuff they didn't quite use for the actual show. If you're really interested in the art and animation side of things, I would highly recommend it.
The general story for Fully Coolly revolves around the idea of growing up in an unusual environment, as you'll get to see explored when we actually go in-depth with the series proper. Gynax takes plenty of opportunities to flex their craft throughout all 6 episodes of the original video animation with its character design, story pacing, and action sequences that'll be especially memorable if you're a fan of robots in anime. There are some messages in the show that are sometimes subtle and sometimes not, and they might be a bit confusing to understand at first glance, but Mott and I will do our best to make sense of various details scattered across the series to the best of our ability.
I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're really excited to bring you this series. We hope you guys really enjoy it. We're going to be putting a lot of work into it. And of course, if you like what we're doing here, don't forget to check us out on our new Twitter handle, at Bad Apples Anime Reviews, as well as our website, which is in the link below.
Legs spread, same width as the shoulders. Body tight, then hit the ball like you're defeating the enemy. Here, the pinky finger is the key. And then you just hit. Ka-king! Bingo!
What are you talking about?